shopper in this video is accused of a terrible crime, snatching a little boy at Walmart. The mother's accusation was disturbing.
Did someone try to take you from Mommy?
Yeah.
Caroline Miller says it started when the shopper asked where he could find Tylenol at a Walmart in Atlanta.
It's over there. And as soon as I did that, that's when he just picked him up out of my arms.
What followed, she said, was a tug-of-war over the kid. She called 911.
I was in the Walmart and I had to rip my baby out of some other man's hands because he was trying to snatch him.
Someone trying to snatch your baby?
Yes.
56-year-old Mahendra Patel was charged with kidnapping and simple assault. But this newly released surveillance tape appears to paint an entirely different picture, showing Patel asking Miller about the Tylenol. And you can see her pointing toward the drug aisle. What is going on there? Because that is the point where she is alleging he was trying to grab her son and she was pulling him back.
Her children are sort of hanging off of this cart, and you see Mr. Patel almost lean in to help. And then moments later, literally split seconds later, she starts to rise to point out the Tylenol. Then within 1 or 2 seconds after that, you see her in a screen laughing with another gentleman.
The tape shows that minutes after she claimed he tried to kidnap her son, there was a subsequent encounter where Patel shows the woman he found the Tylenol. He then checks out, stops to talk to an employee, then leaves.
I think it's crystal clear from the video. You can see that there's no assaulting conduct. You can see there's no battery. You can see he doesn't actually take the child from the mother.
So at this point, I think we're gonna have to start wearing body cams. Walking, talking to any lady. This is insane. 24/7 body cam. And it's actually insane because I heard somebody else say they don't get into elevators with women. Another person, if you look at my previous video, he said he doesn't stay in the same room with alone with a lady. If they're alone, he gets out really fast. You can imagine that's trauma. That's trauma. There are people who they don't understand what it does to a man. It's confident. You don't trust people again. They suffer too. Unless they just think I can accuse them and then it's nothing. You know what I mean? And they misuse this power. They know they have this power. If you think, and from a certain early age, I've heard a little ass kid, a teenager, I can accuse you and I can get away with it. I'm like, what are you talking about? You can imagine at that age, and that's insane. You know what I mean? That's actually crazy. Wow, what are we like? And it takes that's just sad. That's just crazy. The accused man is pissed. The mugshot is pissed. Is dating the turning gay LGBTQ, or he has already booked his first flight to India. He's never coming. That's funny. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't why women should come along, because people like this are ruining the name. Because why women have this name in the black community, which I've heard, even though I don't judge people personally, I mean, or in a group, I judge you individually, because that's crazy. But they have these people saying that they are accusers. You know what I mean? If they get drunk, blah blah blah, they're accusers. And now you can see even in his feet. Yo, that's insane. This guy's already a sex offender. He's already a sex offender. Right here, he is still in jail. He's still in jail. Yo, with murders and everything. That's crazy. What? Why didn't the police check the videos? You know what I mean? And if you guys remember, Mike Tyson had a similar case and he was pissed. He was saying, I wish I even did it. One day they're gonna cross a bad person that's having a bad day. Like I always say in my videos, you don't want to piss somebody off. That may be their last straw. So somebody's gonna crash out very soon. And I wish so that these people can learn their lesson. This is not funny. This man is ruined. Look at him. Maybe somebody just saw him that once and he won't believe him. Look, nobody believed him. He's in jail. Nobody believed him. That's crazy. And this is the real victim. This is really bad, you know, because they're real victim. I don't know why she hasn't been arrested for false report and hate
I
crime.
think it's crystal
And
clear
she
from the video. You can see
and
that there's no
she
assaulting conduct. You can see there's no
coached
battery.
her
You can see he
kid,
doesn't actually
because the
take
kid was
the
like,
child from
yes,
the mother.
he kidnapped me. I was almost kidnapped. What? The police heard that, they were like, yeah, but it's going to jail. You have no right to speak. Yo, straight to jail. That is crazy. You know, so she's not fit to be a mother. She's raising a monster, a liar. What? Yo, that's fucking insane. So what we learn here, like I said, better be safe than sorry. Hey, just avoid them. You don't want no problems, because nobody's gonna believe you, and this is gonna go in your books. Like I said, somebody gonna see this once, he won't bother even like going to the comments or want to find out more about it. He'll be like, yeah, buddy, he was sex offender, bro. They won't even care. Your reputation matters, you know what I mean? So this guy is ruined. You can imagine that. And some people just scroll on the internet just fast and look, oh shit, and then they see you, and then you can imagine. That's crazy. So you don't want no problem. Just avoid these people at all costs. And like I said, also make sure somebody good. No elevators, like when you're in a party, bar, and not even a bar, like people are getting drunk, and then you see somebody's getting too drunk. Not that, not the small drunk, like too drunk, and they're about to pass out. Yep, just head out. That's your cue to go. Better safe than sorry. And now you can see that another case. Every day is some bullshit. Now it's like you can't even ask for directions. You can imagine. That's, well, like this one's gone crazy. You know what I mean? Even me, I'm scared. I can't. Yo, you can imagine. And even a lady actually told me this one. You were like, yo, imagine how you walk here at night, and maybe a lady's walking in front of you. It was crazy because I was about to miss my train, and I was even explaining him like a funny story. I was like, yo, I was running the train, and the lady in front of me started running. She's like, yo, be careful. And this lady tell me this. She's like, yo, be careful, because if she said otherwise, you won't be here. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, the train is actually there. I was sitting there. I was like, yeah, it's okay, your intentions are true, but that's not how the world works. So hey, better be safe than sorry. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? And actually there was another video about this guy who was dating a lady cop, and the lady cop started abusing him, beating him, and she went to the police, and she tried to change his stories. Luckily this guy had cameras all over the house, not in the living room or bedroom, but outside near the garage and stuff, and saved him, because the police reviewed the videos and they were like, no, you're lying. As you can see, because sometimes you've heard people having misunderstanding. They'd be like, oh, by the way, he this and that. So that's another way to protect yourself, you know what I mean? For me, I will crash out real bad. I won't let that slide. The way you didn't let it slide, I won't let that slide. I'ma crash out. And people love leaving mess for the other person, you know what I mean? From relationship, from dating and other stuff, they love leaving dirt. So make sure you teach that person a lesson. So for me, you ain't getting no job, you're about to live nowhere. If you're gonna leave, you're gonna move to Antarctica. I promise you. Yeah, teach them a lesson so that the next person is safe, so that other people can see, oh, this is bad. Because why is the government not involved? Why are not they doing anything to protect innocent people? This is fucking insane. We're living in trauma. We can't ask for directions now. What if I'm lost and it's the only person there? Why? That's crazy. You can imagine every other people who are rotting in prison because of this. I saw somebody serve 50 years or 20, I don't know. And then because there was no technology to prove the DNA, all this bullshit, and then he got released later. What? Hell no. You gotta stand firm. You gotta like, yo, even when you're like with someone and you're sleeping together, make sure you record it, bro. Just stay safe. It's a crazy world right here. And for all the ladies who are saying, but it's man, and defending, remember, your brothers, your sons, your father, your uncles, when it hit home, they'll be like, oh shit, there are monsters out here. Everything's fine until it hit home. You know what I mean? So that's really, really crazy. I better stay safe right here. And like I said, Don't let shit slide. You gotta stay firm and be like, no, why are you arresting me? Did you have see the footage? This footage? You're in a supermarket. You'll be like, oh, this is my case. Why are you arresting me? Like hey, your name matters and you gotta protect that. Shit like that, you don't let that shit slide. Because it can ruin your, it changes your life, your name, and your name is everything.